So I tracked every single inquiry that I got for an entire year, 107 of them. And when I broke them into categories, the results completely changed how I marketed my business. 107 inquiries. Now, before you guess how many turned into clients, you might actually be surprised. So, how many did turn into actual clients? Of the 107 inquiries that I had over the span of an entire year, the number that turned into paying clients was 58. So that's about a 54% conversion. Now, if you are anything in business, you know that conversions can run anywhere from 10% to 80 or 90%. But this number doesn't tell the whole story. I want to break down for you exactly what contributed to these inquiries and then what the conversion was from each of my marketing strategies so that you walk away from this video knowing where to focus more of your time in your marketing. Okay, so where did all of these 107 inquiries come from? Number one, we have three buckets we're going to look at. The first bucket was networking, direct outreach to people I knew, and then one-to-one connections and conversations. Okay, so that is bucket one. This bucket converted 50 to 55% of the time. So of these inquiries that came in through networking, direct outreach, or one-to-one connections, 50 to 55% of these inquiries converted. The second bucket were direct referrals. Now, some of these referrals were people who referred clients to me directly, and then others were where somebody would call me and say, hey, so-and-so referred you to me. So I counted all of those as direct referrals. And for those, this is the gold mine, my friend. For those people converted 80% of the time. Of all the direct referrals that came in, they converted 80% of the time. Now, you may be asking, what about your website? So you all know Kelly is not a huge fan of needing a website. So the third bucket is a combination of website and social media, because this was actually one of the lowest percentages of inquiries that I got came from the website and social media. As a matter of fact, I can tell you right now, looking at my document, that there was a total of about 22 of these 107 inquiries that came in from the website and social media. Now, what was the conversion of these people? The conversion here was only 10 to 20%. And the reason why is because most of the people that came through my website or social media were cold people. They weren't people that necessarily knew me. They would be people on social media that would reach out and send me a private message and say, hey, I need somebody to come set up my party. How much do you charge? Hey, I'm looking for somebody to wait for the electrician to come next week. What do you charge, right? And most of these people were people that may have stumbled upon my services, but they didn't have an actual connection to me. Whereas people who reached out to me via social media or my website, who were a direct referral, converted much higher. Or people who maybe sent a request through my website or reached out to me on social media that I had previously met at a networking event, done direct outreach with, or had one-on-one conversations with, those converted higher. But for the typical cold traffic, people who didn't really know me, the conversion was typically at 10 to 20%. So this is exactly why I talk about this all the time. I teach it all the time, and why I specifically in my marketing, this is exactly why I doubled down on my relationships and stopped spinning my wheels on cold leads and worrying that the website is going to be the primary driver of traffic. Now, if you have social media, your social media will help nurture people who are lurking and watching. But again, the people who converted higher, who came to me through social media, were because I already knew them in a different realm already. Like I had already had conversations with them versus the people who again would just reach out and say, "Oh, how much do you charge?" Those were the people that converted much lower. So, what is the takeaway? So, when you know your numbers, you know exactly where to put your time. So, for me, it's clear. It's relationship driven is where all of the clients come from. So, your takeaway today is if you are not already tracking your numbers, you want to start doing this. This was just 1 year of over a decade's worth of years that I tracked these numbers. And this was just one that I wanted to pull out to highlight to everyone because people are always asking me, do I need a website? Should I start a website? Where do all the clients come from? How do I get clients? And this is exact data that I pulled. Now, if you're not tracking where your inquiries are coming from, not just the clients that say yes, but all of your inquiries, you want to start doing it now. Start doing it for like the next 3 months. And before you go, I want you to tell me in the comments which of these buckets do you think will be your best converter right now? Is it referrals and relationships? Or is it cold outreach? Is it your website? Is it your social media? And if you want my exact tracking document, the same one I used to pull these numbers, it's actually inside as a resource inside our fully booked business club. And our next enrollment is happening in September, and waitlisters get early access. So I'm going to put the waitlist below in the description. So my friends, if this video was helpful for you today and you liked like this nitty gritty data, let me know in the comments because I love hearing what is helping you all. And then I can make more content that is valuable for all of you, my video watchers. All right, friends, until next time, bye for now.